Hey guys, welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast, live from the Toyota Lounge. Ooh, who got a peek of it? I'm your host, Suzie Hunter, and I've got Yaya producing. Yeah. You have no mic. He has no mic right now. He's gonna. Bronco's just wrapped. He is just recomposing himself.
I'm here now. I got a mic.
You know what?
Now,
Honestly, I think I kind of like you better when you're not talking.
Most people do.
All right, guys. So we've been watching this Rockies series down in Miami. They're playing right now as we start this show. But it is tied right now in the top of the 8th, which is pretty exciting. And will we get another extra inning games out of this series? Will we get another extra inning game out of the series? That is the question. Let's see. But yeah, it's 4-4 in the top of the 8th. Yeah. Did you see? Yeah. Did you see the game on Tuesday?
Unfortunately, I did not.
No. Fortunately, you did not.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing then.
I think Tuesday's game might have broken me a little bit. And honestly, the way the guys played Wednesday night, I think it might have broken them a little bit too, because it was a very uneventful, slow, just like a lackluster game. I had to rewatch it this morning because I kind of zoned out watching it last night. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go back and start it over at the 6th inning.
I do that all the time with a Might Be, and it sucks when they lose 3-0. Now I can only imagine you doing it with the Rockies. It's bad.
Oh, man. We're having a time. We are having a time. But, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As always, let me know your thoughts in the Toyota chat because that is what it's here for. We're going to read all your comments. We love all your comments. All right. So, what have we seen so far? All right. The Rockies are down bad, very bad, maybe more down bad than they've ever been. So they have already dropped the series to the Marlins. It's a 3-game series. So not only have the Marlins, when we went into this series, Marlins were at the bottom of the National League. Now the Rockies are, with their 2 losses in Miami. So the Marlins have surpassed the Rockies in the standings. The Rockies at the bottom of the National League. But the Rockies also are the only team left in baseball that haven't won a series yet and that haven't won 2 games in a row. The Rockies have not won consecutive games this season. Not once. Not once.
Does that hurt? Does that hurt your soul a little bit when you see that record?
It does. Well, also, especially because you want them to get some good momentum going because, the wins that we've had, obviously they feel a little more special because we haven't seen so many wins this season, but some of the wins have been electric, and you're like, okay, we're going to finally start building some momentum, and that momentum never comes.
It is a little bit of, when you look, it's the Dion quote, right? When you look good, you play good, and if you're not even looking good while you're losing, you're not going to play good. That's kind of what it is.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's where we're at right now. It's 1,000,000 degrees in the studio. It's hot out now, by the way.
You like that? I prefer cold over heat.
That's crazy. I prefer the heat.
I run hot all the time, so I'm always sweating. I'm a big boy. I'm always damping myself up. I'm like, hey, am I okay still? So, it's great baseball weather. I'm all for it. But at the same time, I'm like, do I really got to sweat this much?
Oh, my gosh. You need to sweat out your demons.
Oh, those babies aren't coming out even if I'm dropping gallons.
You need to sweat out your zins. It's a zinger. All right. Thank you. My studio audience is loving this down here. All right. Hey, real fast, before we really get into the meat and potatoes of the show, we got to talk about our friends at Toyota. Because your Front Range Toyota stores are so excited to have this new partnership with DNVR. Toyota is the official vehicle of DNVR. Guys, stop borrowing your friends' trucks. Just get a truck of your own. Drive around in a 2024 Tacoma. That could be you. You could be driving around in the iconic Land Cruiser. Toyota has 17 models available with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive too, like the Epic 4Runner. So, hey, you need that stuff when you're driving around town, during the colder months, or when you're like venturing out to do some fun things with your friends in the warmer months. But listen, Toyota, take command of the road and trail so you can explore the road less traveled without sacrificing smooth city rides and SUVs like the RAV4 and the Grand Highlander. So many options. You can see all those options when you visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe in Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East and Stevenson Toyota West in Aurora and Lakewood, respectively. Toyota, the official vehicle of the Colorado Rockies, and the official vehicle of DNVR. Ooh, is this a Bet365 show? We gonna talk about some bets, some MLB bets, because they got some deals for you going on. They have an early payout offer with the Bet365 baseball early payout offer. You are a winner if your team goes 5 runs ahead with an instant payout. That would have worked on Tuesday. That would have been really nice if you did that early payout on Tuesday. But parlay and same game parlay selections will be marked as winners. That is just one of the benefits of betting with Bet365. But we here at DNVR, we're launching a 6-week giveaway for Bet365. Each week you participate, you're eligible to win bigger and bigger prizes. And if you've participated in each week, you're eligible to win the big prize. I mean, you could be going to morning skate, you could be going to training camp. Like, these are kind of once in a lifetime opportunities. So join us to win some DNVR merch this week. And if you keep playing, you could even like hop on a podcast. But all you have to do, here's what you do. You have to sign up, join the Bet365 community by using promo code DNVR365, deposit a minimum bet of $10, and then take a screenshot of your active account and that $10 deposit minimum. Send those to promo@thednvr.com. Go to thednvr.com/bet365 for more information. But at Bet365, they are not doing an ordinary. This sure isn't ordinary, but you got to be 21 or older, physically located in the state of Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But again, 21 or older, got to be in Colorado, got to use code Bet365. All right. How are we doing? How are these Rockies doing? Still the top of the 8th. Still tied. We've got 2 men on. How did we get 2 men on? Hunter Goodman was hit by a pitch to start the inning. And then Ryan McMahon, who has consistently been the best at getting on base, the best hitter on this team, also drew a walk. So here in the 8th inning, we got 2 men on, 2 outs, and we are tied. How exciting.
Oh, I'm quivering in my boots right now.
I'm like, I want to get excited, but I don't want to get hurt again, That's
the lovely thing about sports, right? Besides relationships, it's the only place in the world that you can get hurt and it won't affect you deeply.
I feel like I have been deeply affected by the events of this week, if I'm being totally honest. Wait, hold on. Marissa's over here saying the Rockies are a narcissist in a relationship. Why? They lead you on, and then they give you nothing. I feel like I have been gaslighted a little bit because I thought the vibes were so good, and clearly,
it's not it's toxic.
Toxic, yes. Yes, we can't just be throwing around diagnoses like this. It's very rude.
I do love big words, though.
I love big words, and I don't mind offending the narcissist community.
Although narcissistic people are in toxic relationships.
Yes, they are toxic.
They are the toxic.
Well, it's like a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square. It's like that. It's like that. No, we love it. I wish the Rockies interrupted this tie with a run, but unfortunately, the top of the 8th ends with no run scored. I will say, let's talk about this game, what we've seen so far in it. It's been kind of interesting. Peter Lambert, though. Hold on one second. No. Let me reel it in. We're going to start that whole thought over, guys, because We're just getting it together. This is very early for us to do a show. Very brunch hour. The Rockies did have such an interesting moment in the 5th inning. The Rockies had loaded the bases, only managed to score 1 run. Featured a 4-6-5-6-5 double play. A little rundown. It was kind of weird. Kind of weird. But yeah. All right. Where are we going with this? You know what? We're going to talk about some of the weird stats, okay? So we've mentioned the Rockies broke a 114-year-old record. The trailing in now 31 consecutive games to start the season. No one's done anything like that since the St. Louis Browns did it for 28 games to start the season in 1910. Very long ago.
How old are you in 1910?
My great-grandmother wasn't even alive yet. My great-great-grandmother hadn't even come to America yet. She was like 4 years from the boat.
Generational trauma from the Rockies. We love it.
Oh, my gosh. But I do like, okay, we're going to show one stat that the Rockies are not failing at. One weird stat for the Rockies that they are not the worst in Major League Baseball at. Have you hit more home runs than the White Sox? Shout out to Jay Kuda, always making these absolutely insane graphics. Yes, the Rockies have hit more home runs than the White Sox. The team that hasn't is the St. Louis Cardinals. That's so crazy.
What? Not even with Nolan on that team?
Not Nolan. Did you know that Nolan used to play here?
What do you mean he still plays here? Or Nolan Jones still here, baby?
That's Nolan Jones. Oh my gosh, there's a very little known other Nolan. It's so funny. But anyway, let's see what we've got going on in the Toyota chat. Michael Roscoe in the chat. Sometimes I wonder why we love baseball so much when it hurts us so often. Michael's a Mets fan, so he can actually really attest to that. Danny Riz in the Toyota chat. Once again, Tovar not providing anything from the top of this lineup. He was productive at the top of this lineup when we first put him into that spot. The royal we, as you know. So it's kind of strange that he's not... no one's very productive right now. Unless your name is Ryan McMahon and maybe Bretton Doyle, who had a nice little streak going on, too. Oh, Danny adding in the Toyota chat. Cardinals are old with Goldie and Nolan. Elderly men playing a game. I'm going to roast them all. All right. If this game goes into extras, if I have 2 consecutive extra inning shows, what am I even going to do?
We're going to vibe, baby, whether it's a loss or a win.
We're going to vibe. I am here for it. Guys, thank you so much for joining the show. As always, let me know your thoughts about these Colorado Rockies in the Toyota chat.
I really do love how there's like a watch along while still covering the team. I think they're like the perfect vibe for the Rockies.
It's definitely, it's a vibe, that's for sure. It's a vibe. Usually I have it going on the TV, but I could not get it going. Yeah. Oh, Justin Lawrence is in the game, by the way. Here in the 8th inning. Replaced Ty Block. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about while we're here. Some other Rockies news. The Rockies, or MLB, has discounted Rockies TV. It was $99 for the season. Now it's $89. Or, $89.99. But this is the thing that I thought was so funny. So at List of Darren on Twitter replied to our tweet about it. The season is 20% done. Shouldn't it be $79.99? I'm like, actually, that's a really good point. The math wasn't math in there. Now look at us. I think, yeah, they probably did not get as many subscriptions as they wanted because it turns out you can watch it on a lot of TV. I wonder how many people actually signed up for Rockies TV.
Real quick from the Toyota chat.
Yeah.
Skylar Weisberg, hate that you have the Knights as your avenue to begin with. Second of all, thank you for tuning in. Love Rockies fans. He's saying that Ryan McMahon is the MVP right now of the series. what would quantify Ryan McMahon to be trade? What's holding back the Rockies from trading Ryan McMahon at the trade deadline if he keeps going this way?
They will never. They will never. Because I feel like if it's like a guy that they drafted and developed like that, they will do. They do not want to get rid of him. They simply don't.
I mean, they did it with Nolan and DJ LeMahieu.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's already signed an extension. But anyway, what else do we have going on in here? Oh, and I can't believe you just asked if we would sell him, trade him, give him away with a few $1 million.
Give him away with some Raising Cane's on the side.
Oh my gosh! Also, we've like these Raising Cane's baskets that I like really want to get into. Oh, okay. Jay Pozo in the Toyota chat. I did, and I don't even know what this is in response to. I'm so lost. I'm so lost in my own chat. Danny Riz in the Toyota chat. Hard to be positive, Susie. What did I say? I said we're going to get swept. No. Not yet. It's still tied going into the 9th inning. Is this for real right now? Are they really doing this 2 shows in a row?
So he's like, don't you know I have a life at some point?
Don't you know I would love to get lunch right now? Oh my gosh. Hey, real fast, let's talk about our friends at Game Time because the Rockies are going to be back in town before you know it. What is more fun than actually attending a game? Sitting in the stands, sitting in the party deck. But yeah, Game Time... Fun fact, Game Time, an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes it faster and easier to get your tickets, and the prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer you get to first pitch. They've got killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seats, and their lowest price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. Yeah, lowest price guarantee, by the way. If they don't do that for you, they will credit you 110% of the difference. So really, so low risk. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today. Create an account. Use code DNVR for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account. Redeem with code DNVR. For $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I guarantee this is a great day for a Coors Light because I feel like I'm very worked up right now with this tied game in the 9th inning. I need a beer that's made to chill, and that is what Coors Light is absolutely best at. Because we're talking a beer that is crisp and refreshing as our beautiful Colorado Rockies, the mountain range. But yeah, when you want to embrace a chill mindset, that's when you know it's a good time to choose chill. Crack open a Coors Light. It is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. Make the most of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. All right, top of the 9th. Rogers is up. And that's all we got so far. That's all we got.
By the way, I did turn down the heat a little bit. Hopefully that helps you.
Turn down the heat? We have the heat on? Oh, oh my gosh. What else do we have going on? Danny in the Toyota chat. Did I mention we play the Pirates next, who just got swept by Oakland? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe a little promising. A little bit. All right. So I'm seeing in the chat, let's go. Someone's yelling about Brendan Rodgers. What did they do? What did he do? How are you guys ahead of me? Oh, Brendan Rodgers is on base, guys. Brendan Rodgers singles on a fly ball to center. Let's go. A 9th inning rally just in time to break my heart. Please don't break my heart. Don't do this to me. Yeah. Right to shallow center. Brendan Rodgers on first base right now. That's pretty fun. We've been hearing a lot of Ron Gideon talk Oh, no, I'm sorry. Mike Redmond talk. Sorry. He was on TV. I was thinking about the bench coach. He was a former Marlin. Apparently, there's a bunch of Redmond jerseys around the park today, so that's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. All right. Brendan Rodgers creeping up towards second. Jordan Beck, who had such an incredible, flashy first game, his MLB debut. He is 2 for 10 right now on his MLB career. He's only struck out today. Would love for him to do something big. And maybe he does do something big because Jordan Beck just hit a single. Oh, my goodness. All right, we got 2 men on, no outs here in the bottom of the 9th in a tied ball game. This is really happening. Jay in the Toyota chat, what are your thoughts on the Rockies looking for pitchers that can pitch in altitude? I know Japan has some teams in altitude. Could some of those pitchers come to Colorado and succeed here? That is a really interesting question. I need to look up the elevations of all of the teams in Japan because I actually don't know how they stack up to Colorado. But yes, Danny in the Toyota chat. Jordan mother effing Beck. Yeah, that's exciting. That is exciting. Jake Cave did something on the first ball he saw. What did he do? But, okay, to answer your question, we're going to reel it in. I'm going to come back to your question, Jay. It's the pitching at altitude thing. It is just so tough to figure out. And I don't really know also like the difference between like teams in Japan and like how much altitude jump they will make from like one series to another. But it is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, if you're good at pitching at Coors, like you have to pitch a certain way. And then half of your games, you have to just completely undo everything you were doing. And it's probably really hard to stay consistent because you're always changing what you were doing from start to start. But yeah, I would love to know. If you guys happen to know the elevation of all the teams in Japan, please let us know in the Toyota chat. Oh, Yaya's on it. He is so on it. All right. Hey, while we're here in this top of the 9th with a few men on base, we got guys on second and third. So if the Rockies can't score, I don't know what I'm going to do. All right. We were talking about some baseball headlines. Something interesting, so a little something I feel like you only see in the National League West because it's happened a couple of times. Dodgers at Diamondbacks on Tuesday had a bee delay of nearly 2 hours. And then I think everyone at this point has seen the baseball card. Yaya, have you seen this story? So they had to bring in an emergency beekeeper. So the beekeeper comes in and he is like spraying spray the bees with like a sedative to kind of chill them out, calm them down. And then he vacuums them up to like relocate them somewhere else that is outside of the park. It's a very delicate process.
It feels like that's somehow endangering the animal. And I think they should just close down the park and build a new one.
They should just get rid of it and start over. Well, this has happened like a couple of times. I think it happened in a Rockies Padres game. And I know like I don't know if it was this game or a different bee game, but at one of the bee games, they just killed the bees, and like that was like a PR nightmare. So we don't kill the bees anymore. We don't do that. Charlie Blackmon coming in to this game as a pinch hitter for Hunter Goodman. What has Hunter Goodman done this game, by the way? Hunter Goodman did draw a walk in the 5th inning. So we love to see the young guys drawing walks, seeing them, calm down a little bit. Oh, by the way, that Jay Cave hit was a sac bunt. Jordan Beck went to second. Jordan Beck out at second. Jake Cave went to second. There was a throwing error from the pitcher on there. And Brendan Rodgers, is he on third? He must be. But yeah, Charlie Blackmon in as a pinch hitter now. I have way too many screens, and none of them are giving me all the information I want to hear. Right. Yeah, let's talk about some other moments in this game. Yeah, let's talk about Peter Lambert, who got the start today. I was kind of surprised. that they're bringing him back in the rotation right now. His start at Coors Field on doubleheader day wasn't great. But here's the other thing, too. Every other pitcher in this rotation, like everyone who would be coming up next, everyone's on 6 days rest right now. So it's like, you know what? We could have just brought another guy in. We could have just skipped that spot, the spot that he's holding for Kyle Freeland. But instead, we got Peter Lambert. But Peter Lambert, here's the numbers on him. 3 1/3 innings we got from him. 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 3. He struck out 3. He allowed a home run. And then we had Ty Block come in. Ty Block came in for 4 innings. 3 hits, nothing. Allowed nothing, just those hits. And struck out 2. Ty Block wasn't bad. Sometimes it gets a little messy, but Ty Block was great. He gave the Rockies 3 great innings. 4 great innings where he gave up just 3 hits. I'm pretty happy with that. That's for sure. But yeah, Peter Lambert got behind in this game so early. The first 2 batters he faced scored. He allowed a leadoff double, a walk, an RBI single, and a sac fly. That made it 2-0. Rockies answered. Rockies had a really, really fun second inning. Leadoff walk, a single, 2 strikeouts. So at this point, it's like, okay, we got those 2 men on. And now we have 2 outs all of a sudden. Yeah, super clutch. Jacob Stallings hit a 3-run home run. A home run that didn't get taken away. No, it didn't get taken away. No, because one of them was taken away earlier this season. And it was... I think it's one of the worst calls I've ever seen. At the very least, that should have been a... Okay, we're going to talk about this game and not the other game.
I got Suzie all wound up. I'm sorry.
I'm all wound up right now.
Real quick, shout out Jay Poso. Just dropped in $2.99 saying, baby lemon with pom-poms in his hand cheerleading, which is a super sticker. So shout out you, dude.
Oh my gosh,
appreciate
we
you.
love a super chat. Let's go. Jay, you are a real one. We love it.
Also, Skylar Weisberg saying the Marlins just played Charlie's walk-up song. How funny is that?
You know what? Other stadiums will play his walk-up song. Like, I know the organist at Dodger Stadium will play it. Because it's actually so iconic. It transcends the Rockies. It's something that everyone in baseball kind of knows about at this point because Charlie's been around for so long. So it's actually not unusual. Danny Riz is so over Tovar. Oh my gosh. The aggression right now. The Rockies have the bases loaded with 2 outs. If we can't just get... No. Is that going to be a... Yeah, the Rockies had the bases loaded. This is what he was talking about. I am on a serious delay.
So Tovar grounded out to a double play. Charlie's back up. They intentionally walked him. So now bases are loaded once again.
Oh, man. No, the inning ended on that Tovar play.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. No, and technically it wasn't a double play because they already had 2 outs. So it's just a ground out. Wow. Charlie Blackmon intentionally walked as they play his walk-up song. That's respect. I love it.
We got you, big dog.
All right. So it's still Still 4-4 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Charlie Blackmon's going to stay in Hunter Goodman's spot. He's going to be the designated hitter. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Just like so ridiculous. So ridiculous, you guys. What else? Sorry. Yeah. What were you going to say?
My question is, for your heartbreak, would you rather them lose now or lose in extra innings? Let's say the win is off the table, which is not. But
oh my gosh.
Which would you rather do? Lose now or lose in extra innings?
Part of me wants to lose in extras because I want to know that they put up a fight, like a big fight. Okay. But also part of me just wants them to get their rest and get on the plane and get to Pittsburgh and relax. Oh my gosh. My dad just sent me a stat that is more disappointing than anything the Rockies have done today. The Angels, 18 strikeouts and still lost the game. My dad just texted me this now. So random. Because Mike Trout's our cousin, so, we obviously... Danny in the Toyota chat. Suzie, go dress up in a uniform and bat leadoff for us. I have been telling everyone about this nightmare that I had maybe like a week or so ago. I had a dream where I had to pinch hit in the season opener down in Arizona. And I got up there and I'm at the plate. I don't even have a bat. I have like resistance bands like flopping around in my hand. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Resist.
I'm like, we're down 16-1. What am I supposed to do? I don't know why. I know no one wants to hear about anyone else's dreams. Like, that's so dumb, but it's really stuck with me.
Your confidence level, you would actually call your shot like Babe Ruth. Like, just point out to the outfield.
I would try to catch it and slingshot it.
That actually seems like a fun sport.
Actually. Did we just make up a new sport? Someone call Volo. Someone call them. All right. We're in the commercial break. No, we're not in the commercial break anymore. All right. Justin Lawrence back in, pitching in the bottom of the ninth, for better or for worse right now, because Justin Lawrence has had some not great innings lately. Nothing against him. I'm just saying he's struggled lately. But he also grew up in Florida, and he should be vibing. I hope he's vibing. He's vibing a little bit because he just struck out Emmanuel Rivera. We're so going to extras, aren't we? Best case scenario. Jay, thank you for the confidence in me. Suzie would kill it. I would not. I was terrible at softball because I was afraid of the ball. Danny in the Toyota chat. I wish I could visit PNC Park. I hear it's a top 5 ballpark in all of Major League Baseball. Haven't you been to all the stadiums? I have been to all the stadiums. And PNC is easily a top 5. I can't look back on the road trip and be like, I can't pick a favorite stadium, but I have a grouping of favorites. And PNC Park is one of them. It is beautiful. And it just fits the city so well too. I love that the Pirates and all the other teams in Pittsburgh have the same color scheme. And it matches the city itself because they got those yellow bridges. It's actually, as a Virgo, you would love that.
I love cohesion. Give me all cohesion. I'm actually kind of mad that only 3 teams in the state actually share colors. It should be all of them.
Everyone should. Everyone should. Whose colors will we have to pick if all of the Colorado teams were like, okay, we're going to pick a color scheme?
If I had to choose, I think the Rockies have the best 2 colors because I love the black and gold, the black and purple.
Yeah.
I think it's unique. A lot of sports don't have those colors.
You don't see a lot of purple.
But if we're picking just how good they look and we're counting college, it might be CU Buffs, black and gold. Anything with black on it, I think I'm pretty much in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't really change any of the team's colors because they're so iconic to that team at this point.
I think someone would burn down the stadium if the Broncos changed their colors.
I think they might burn it down just because they're bad at this point,
They
honestly.
actually might. I think Danny in the Toyota chat says Avs. I mean, actually, the Avs and the Rapids already share colors.
And the Nuggets.
The Nuggets kind of
that
don't.
Blue with that kind of red burgundy. The only thing is that the yellow on the Nuggets is more prominent.
You know what? The yellow's throwing me. All right, I think actually by default it would have to be that.
But that's all Kroenke owned. If Kroenke took over the Rockies, he's changing the colors to burgundy and blue, basically.
Kroenke buying the Rockies when? Taylor Swift buying the Rockies when? She's a billionaire.
I mean, anybody but I think at that point, right? You just want you want some winning baseball in the city. I think we deserve it as a fan base. We've suffered long enough.
Oh, Evil Lord in the chat. Gold, not yellow. How dare you? How dare you call the Nuggets coloring gold? Yellow when it's gold.
Color's yellow. It's supposed to represent gold. I know. Trust me.
Wow. All right. Folks, we are having another extra innings show. Thank you for joining us here. The 9th inning just ended. It is tied 4-4. I cannot wait to update my score sheet after this. It's going to be a mess. I cannot believe these two teams are tied once again. And in extra innings once again.
Does it make you feel a little bit better that the Rockies are just as good as the Marlins, but not good enough to close it out? Or does that make you feel worse?
Let me think on it for a moment. Let me think on it. Let me sleep on it. Let me pray on it. Yeah. Oh, Danny in the Toyota chat. Extras it is. Might as well go grab a beer and drown my tears. Yeah, it's not even one yet, but I am all for grabbing a beer. This bar's not open yet. What? A Coors? Yeah, maybe. If the Rockies win this, I will chug a Coors Light. How about that? I said I would shotgun a Coors Light if we ever had 1,000 people watching live at any one time. Do we have a fridge down here now? We've always had a fridge down here. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. All right, guys. So, yeah, I guess delivering this Coors Light. The beer made you chill. I need to chill out. Oh my gosh. I did. Did you guys? Oh, I should have opened it here to ASMR it. Cheers. I hope this is a celebration Coors Light. Not a consolation Coors Light. We're just like really getting weird with it. Let's have a weird afternoon.
It's hard when the game's not even over yet.
I know. I'm like, no, we have to stay on until the game is over.
It's also, the other thing is, how many times can you repeat this team is bad and beat down what's going wrong with it when it's so obvious to everybody, right?
Right. Yeah. It's just like, I think Kale said this. Kale said it best the other day. He's been watching the same Rockies game over and over again. Where it's like they're in it, you really think they're in it, even though it's a struggle, they're in it. Even when you think they have it, it all kind of falls apart at some point. And we've got a 31-game sample size at this point. They've only won 7 games right now. So, yeah, we're allowed to be disappointed.
It's also like, how much can you talk about it until you're like, I'm tired of talking about this. We all know the issue. Like,
that's where I was at last night. I was just like, I can't watch any more of this right now. I'm like, I need to walk away or I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Hey, Brenton Doyle out on a sac bunt, but Ezekiel Tovar, the ghost runner for this 10th inning, advances to third. That's a great move. That's very promising.
Is there a player on third and second, right?
It's just a player on third now. Yeah, because Brenton Doyle was out. But if Brenton Doyle had gotten to first base, he can get to second. He's so fast. He is so freaking fast.
What's the one thing that would make you excited for the Rockies right now? What move would get you going and be like, okay, I can watch this team full on. I'm happy about it.
Like, can almost always watch this team. I will preface with that. Man, I think it's the lack of offense is killing me because we've had so many games where the pitchers have given the Rockies a great position to win, and the offense just hasn't shown up. And we've only really had one Rockies game where offensively it is just lights out. That game in Toronto, that 14-run game. That was so fun. Opening
day was fun, too.
Battling
back and forth. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
The parts I remember it being good.
Parts you remember? It was the drunkest I've ever seen people at Coors Field. And we've seen a lot of shit. We've seen a lot.
What about Zach Veen coming up?
Zach Veen is still in AA right now. There are a lot of guys who are in AAA who are a little more due. And we talked about this with Josh Sushan actually on Tuesday. But Aaron Schunk is hitting well. Jimmy Herron is hitting well. Their top 2 hitters are up here in Colorado now. Oh, what did Ryan Mac do? Oh, Ryan McMahon struck out. All right, we still got one more out. What can Monty do for us? What can Montero do for us in this moment? 2 outs, 1 man on third. A strikeout is not what we needed,
Also, Montero 0 for 3 so far.
Yeah.
Not
great. What? He's hit some home runs, though. He's broken the home run seal. Do you believe in breaking the seal?
I actually do. I believe that every sport's about rhythm, because every athlete has talent. You can't be a professional athlete without the talent. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of the guys that are good consistently, like the best players out there, are guys that stay in rhythm, know how to stay in rhythm, and know how to overcome the little small things that other players don't, because it's more of a mental part at that point instead of an actual how talented are you.
Yeah, it is. It's that mental part is what is plaguing the Rockies right now, because we know hitting can be contagious, but also slumps can be very contagious. And this has kind of spread to so much of this team. Danny in the Toyota chat, I believe we won't win this game. What, can we get some positive vibes, please? Just for like a little bit? Just a little bit. Let's pretend. They could win it.
What if this goes like 24 innings? And it's a strikeout.
No, Montero. Why did you do this to us?
24 innings. 24 innings.
Why did you? I don't even know. We would have to bring other people into this studio. Oh, my gosh. Oh, AJ Smith in the Toyota chat. Tope's talent stuck with time served or talent? I'm confused about your question. Rephrase it, and I'm happy to answer it. But yeah, the Isotopes, they've got some guys who are hitting well.
How are the Isotopes doing, by the way?
Not good. Kind of. Let's look up the record. Isotopes, Albuquerque. Let's look up their record. I don't know it off the top of my head. Hold on. How hard is it to find a team's record? I'm going to have to look in my email. All right. They are... Hold on. Wait for it. The Isotopes are 8-21. So they're not doing much better down there. Yeah.
See, I wanted to use the excuse that, Isotopes have a little bit more hitters. It's a little bit funner. They're doing well. It helps out. But if they're hitting, it might just be, how you said, this is all just contagious.
Yeah. Man, that is not a fun record. 8-21. Almost as bad as 7-23. Yeah. Did I mention the Rockies are on pace to lose 124 games? Oof. All right. Real fast, let's get this out of the way. This one thing that we want to chat about. Our friends at Premier Members Credit Union. They're going to make it so easy for you to save. Listen, there are a lot of financial institutions out there, but if you're like me, you're looking to get ahead with your money, I'm going to recommend Premier Members Credit Union. They're a financial institution based right here in Colorado. With PMCU, you get local branches, friendly tellers, and the tools you need to save smarter, like a reverse tier money market. Whatever your goals are, they can help. PMCU is all about creating a better banking experience for their community. So why not see what they can do for you? Go to becomepremier.com to learn more. I want to learn more about where is my Circle K snack cart.
We're refilling it right now.
Wow. I will say, I have used that snack cart. I have used Circle K as like my in a rush getting gas / I need a snack spot. But the Inner Circle is going to make your time at Circle K even better. It's totally free to join the Inner Circle. Easy to download, too. Use the QR code. Enter your email and your phone number to be fully enrolled. After that, you just need to put your phone number in when you're getting gas or buying something from the store. Your first 5 fill-ups of gas are going to be 25 cents off a gallon. Your first 5 Polar Pops are going to be free. And every free 6th item on a bunch of different things like pizza, things from the roller grill, dispensed beverages, donuts, and more. Sign up with the QR code on the screen or go to circlek.com/inner-circle for more information on how to become an Inner Circle member. All right. Well, Brian De La Cruz, leadoff hitter for the Marlins, struck out. Justin Lawrence still in it. He's at 22 pitches. 2 full innings, 3 strikeouts, no runs. Justin Lawrence is being he's being the Justin Lawrence that we love to see on the mound.
He's trying to be that dude today.
He's trying to be that dude. The Lion of Panama, the pride of Jacksonville. We love Justin Lawrence. He's like going to have a baby any second now. His wife is super pregnant.
Can you be super pregnant?
I mean, I think she's like, she like posted on Instagram, like it's baby month. So I think the baby's coming. So at some point we might be without Justin Lawrence for a day or two. I hope she's not going into labor right now. That would be wild. All right. And with that, all that Justin Lawrence talk, Justin Lawrence coming out of the game. Jalen Beeks is going to take over on the mound. What extra innings, baby? Twice in 1 week. Twice in 3 days. Let's see what we've got going on in the Toyota chat. So chatty. Yeah, AJ. So Topes also. Yeah, that is correct. Brian in the Toyota chat. Is it too soon to start talking who will be on the trade block? Blackman, Cave, Hudson. No, the Rockies would never trade Charlie Blackman. Like, they wouldn't. No other team would love him like Rockies fans love him. And also, like, I mean, he's still good. Like, he's still fine. He's still cooking at, like, age 37. But, you know, he's not as young as he used to be. The Rockies, I could not see a situation where they are trading Charlie Blackman. Jake Cave? Maybe Jake Cave's been so clutch. Hudson's been fine. He's been fine. I don't know if Hudson enjoys, or I don't know if Hudson's way of pitching is like really compatible with Coors. Danny, nobody wants Jake Cave. I am so sick of y'all saying that about Jake Cave. Jake Cave has been totally fine for the Rockies. He has come up in clutch moments off the bench. He's like always ready. Brian in the chat, I think you're talking about Charlie. He deserves a chance at a ring like Walker. Oh. Yeah. He really did get that chance. He really did. He got the chance. He was in a World Series. No, Larry Walker.
Oh, I was like, when did Charlie get a chance? Did I miss like a year of the Rockies?
No, oh my God, no. No, that was before. Danny in the chat, Philly fans hated him, but they are toxic. They are. I could say that with like 100% certainty that, yeah, Philly fans are very toxic. They will tweet at me all the time and be like, oh, the Rockies lost because you guys have Jake Cave. I'm like, Jake Cave like has saved us extra runs. He has given us runs. There is nothing wrong with Jake Cave.
Trust me, Jake Cave is not the biggest of our problems right now.
He's not. He really isn't. We have so many other problems. Let's look at some stats. I want to look at some numbers. Let me look at I have so many freaking devices. Yeah, it's not even cute. It's not even funny.
We got to call you Suzie Stats.
Suzie Stats. Yeah, that's me. How is Jake Cave doing in general? We're going to look up some current numbers because, yeah, he got the start today in right field. Okay, so his average is 233. I'd say that's fine as a batting average. Not fine as a winning percentage, because that's pretty much what the Rockies' winning percentage is right now. Wow. Jake isn't even his first name. His full name is Andrew Jacob Cave. That sounds like something that really hits when like your mom is calling you by your full name because you were bad.
That Coors Light got to her head, guys.
Yeah, I took 2 sips and now I'm just like, look at me. Look at me. All right, yeah, we are still in the bottom of the 10th, and Jalen Beeks, with 2 outs, walks Josh Bell. So, Josh Chisholm flew out to center. And pinch runner. Otto Lopez is coming as a pinch runner every game this series. This is no different. Otto Lopez, career pinch runner. So we got 2 men on right now. We got the ghost runner, and we got Otto Lopez pinch running. for Josh Bell. Like, we are really doing this. We are really doing this. Let's talk about Wednesday's game a little bit because we haven't really broken that down yet. But this was another game where a 4-1 loss. The Rockies just had no offense in this game. Elias Diaz even had a throwing error. To be fair, there were a lot of mishaps happening in that inning. Yeah, the Rockies managed to score a single run in the 6th inning. And unfortunately, that was not enough. Will Carpenter's here. Where have you been all day? What do we have? Will Carpenter, did you see that collegiate summer team in Virginia is going to play a cosmic baseball game, a full game under black lights with glow-in-the-dark uniforms? That sounds so chaotic. So are they going to replace all the bulbs at the stadium with blacklight bulbs? That sounds expensive.
That sounds kind of fun.
It does sound fun. It sounds like it would like strain my eyes watching after a little bit.
Would it be more, again, not trying to be or anything, is it very difficult to play in black lights because you might actually get hurt?
That's a really good question. I mean, I feel like you'd be able to, I mean, the ball's white. I wonder if you'd be able to, I wonder if it would pop more.
I wonder if you'd paint the ball so it's more under black light.
What do we have in the chat? Viva Las Vegas A's? I don't think the A's are going to end up in Vegas. They don't want them. The mayor does not want the A's. And also the spot that is like proposed for the ballpark like doesn't work. My theory is like that's actually not ever going to come to fruition. Danny in the chat, I heard going to a Savannah Bananas game is pretty entertaining. Yeah, because they have totally different rules too.
It's almost like a Rockies game.
It's not. I wish we had a pitcher on stilts. That'd be so fun.
John Cena making a special appearance every now and then.
Why not? Who would make a special appearance playing for the Savannah Bananas if their world tour comes to Coors Field? Because they've played at Minute Maid where the Astros play. They recently played in Albuquerque. They're a chaotic presence.
I think it would be Tim Tebow. He feels like the perfect guy for that kind of thing.
He would just come back. They would reach out to him. I wonder if they've reached out and asked him if he wanted to play at all. Because a lot of not old, but like retired players have come back to, oh gosh. All right. Well, it looks like this game is over. Jesus Sanchez singles on a line drive to left fielder Jordan Beck. Luis Ariz scores. And yeah, there we go. Rockies swept by the Marlins. We went into this game. The Marlins were at the bottom of the National League. The Marlins dragged the Rockies down to their level and have surpassed them now. So this is definitely not the vibe. This is definitely not helping. I'm kind of bummed out. I'm super bummed. I kind of thought that the Rockies could give us one.
Or get some momentum against the worst team in the NL when the series started. Mm-hmm. Like, just some momentum would have been nice, right? You get 2 out of 3. You go into Pittsburgh, another struggling team. It might be worth it, but right now, like, it feels like you have no hope.
Well, it also, I mean, they've been on the road since, the Mexico City series. For the past 5 games, they've been on the road, and they haven't won since they left Colorado. Not a single game. This whole road trip. Yeah. I'm kind of bummed. Hey, any other baseball headlines that we wanted to talk about? Let's check the outline. Oh, speaking of former players doing new things, Jason Worth owns a Kentucky Derby horse. The Kentucky Derby is this weekend. The horse's name is Dornock.
What?
Yeah, Jason Worth owns an actual Kentucky Derby contender. So that's pretty fun.
I think the name itself, Dornock, is weird as hell.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's not the weirdest Horse names are so weird. How do they name horses? Like, really?
Long lost memories?
What?
Long lost memories? Like, that's the way you name a horse?
Is that
like,
a horse name?
No, like, you
that
can name...
sounds like a horse name.
It honestly could. But, like, I think it more like, oh, I remembered I knocked on a door once, so I'm going to call it door knock.
Horse racing is probably the only sport that's weirder than baseball. Okay, guys, before I let y'all go, I have a really big fundraiser going on for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. So here's the thing. You can join the walk. It's next Saturday, the 11th, at Sloan's Lake Park. But use the QR code. You can either join my team or you can donate. But cystic fibrosis is it's a pretty rare disorder. But even if you don't have it, here's the thing that like I've learned about it. You can have one of the genes for it and still have some of the symptoms. And that makes you susceptible to catching some really like devastating lung illnesses. So the research that goes into cystic fibrosis also helps across so many different mystery illnesses. Please donate. Because I've been to cystic fibrosis clinics and they really do a lot for these people and they need it. It's a devastating illness. So yeah, QR code, use it. Honestly, if you guys want to join like me and my friends for this walk, like that would be so dope. Or just give us a couple bucks. That would be fun. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we have going on. That's what I have going on this week. Just trying to raise some money for cystic fibrosis. The show's going to be back on 1:30 on Sunday, like around the 7th inning stretch like we've been doing. So we'll watch the end of the game together. It'll be fun. Oh, hold on. One more thing that we haven't even talked about that I've been dying to talk about. The Astros optioned Jose Abreu down to AAA West Palm Beach. So, like, he has more than 5 years of service time. So, technically, like, that doesn't happen. He doesn't have to go. But he can be optioned down if both parties are consenting. So, he's going down there to overcome some of his struggles. First of all, I'm sure it's a lot easier to get someone to go to the AAA team when it's in West Palm Beach. But imagine if maybe like some Rockies did that, just like decided to go down to AAA and work on some stuff.
Go down to the Isotopes?
Mm-hmm. Like what? Maybe Chris Bryant has a timeshare in Santa Fe that he would love to use more of. I kind of love this for Jose Abreu for recognizing like, okay, like, yeah, I'm a veteran. I don't have to do this, but like, maybe I should do this. Innovative. Hey, any final thoughts in the Toyota chat? Will Carpenter pointing out a really unfortunate stat. The Marlins have 9 wins. 3 of those are against the Rockies. So you're saying that 1/3 of the games that the Marlins have won have been against the Rockies. That is crazy. Are the Rockies the worst team in Major League Baseball right now? Let's how are the White Sox doing? All right, the White Sox even managed to win a game. So the Rockies now 6-25. I'm sorry. The Rockies. No, okay, I'm so sorry. My computer loaded weird. We are not worse than the White Sox. The White Sox are 6-25. Rockies are 7-24. A winning percentage of .226. Yikes. Best team in baseball. Yeah. Do you know who the best team in baseball is right now?
Red Sox.
No. What a dumb guess.
Padres.
No, what? You're just guessing. You're just like, it's a name the team challenge. The Atlanta Braves are the best in Major League Baseball. 20 wins, 9 losses. A winning percentage of 69. Nice. No, 690. We're ready to wrap this thing up. What are you doing right now? Okay, that's fine. We're gonna wrap the show. No, it's the show's over. It's okay. Oh, you can't use the mouse to end the show. All right, guys. Again, we've got a great fundraiser going on. The show will be back Sunday at 1:30. We'll definitely cut this part. I should do the thing where, like, you do on the news where I'm, like, just pretending to talk to my co-anchor and it's silent and, like, that's it. We will cut this out of the podcast audio. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. The mouse died. The mouse died. That's fun. I'm stoked that we got a super chat. Jay, thank you for the super chat. The little pom-poms. I can't believe we went into extras just to get my heart broken again.
Okay, so you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah. Are we ready to almost close it out?
We're ready.
All right, guys. So that's the show. Yeah. Where can we follow you on social media for all of your Rapids takes? DNVR_Rapids is where he's at. You can find me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Make sure you are following all of the latest Rockies news at DNVR_Rockies. And you know what I love to say about closing out a show, especially after a game like this?
What do you like to say, Suze?
I say that's baseball. That's the show. We will talk to you guys on Sunday at 1:30 right back here on the DNVR Sports YouTube channel.
We all silly like the mayor.